Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I got all my sticks lined up for you because today I decided to do an updated video on my walking stick collection. And if you haven't seen the older videos, I'm going to leave links to all of them as well. So here we go. I think the first one I'm going to talk about is this one. It's actually got a wolf's head on it. Now, I picked this one up over at the Raleigh State Fairgrounds when the fair was going on. And that's how I liked it. I love how the detail work on this wolf head looked. Sometimes I act like I was walking with a wolf head cane or something. But anyway, I said, no, that's why they got the twine wrapped around here for grip. I love that. Now, I do not know what this type of wood is. It might be beech wood, but I'm not sure. It could probably break easily if you put enough pressure on it. Then oak would have some resistance. If you guys know what type of wood this is, let me know down in the comments, all right? And plus, it didn't come with no cane tip, so I just stuck one on here. And it was like one from like Walgreens, CVS. And it helps pretty good too when you walk it down the road. It cushions the landing of the cane when I put it down to, walk with. It don't feel like I'm hitting concrete as much. It's padded. So there's that cane. Then the next time we went, I grabbed this one. This one's got a black bear on it. I said I love bears, grizzly bears, black bears. I saw this one, I said, yeah, I gotta get it. Again, it's made of that same wood like the other one, but this one's painted black. And the guy added these ferrule tips. Now, the guy that was selling these had a whole bunch of these made up. I don't know if he makes them or he has a company that makes them and he resells them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who made these. They didn't have no sticker, nothing on them, or tag saying who's the company. Next one. Again, a year or so later, went back and got this one. Now, my dad actually likes this one. He's all into like bald eagles. So I had to get, and look, the person stained it more like a yellow tint color. I said, that's pretty neat. And again, it comes with one of them ferrule tips, and the black bear in this one came with a string so you can actually put your hand through it, grab onto it, while the wolf I showed you had the twine for grip. Now, the last one that's got a caricature to it, so it's made out of the same material, but it's a tad bit thicker. It's like cut in an octagonal shape. And this one did not have no tip. And it's got a mountain man face on it. My papa gave me this stick as like a belated birthday gift. And I said, thank you, Papa. I think the company is Novelty Express, but I ain't selling that one. That looks cool. All right. I think the next one I'm going to grab is actually from an antique store. Let me grab it real quick. All right, I got it. I might as well call this more like a carnival stick because it's got like a lion or a bear. I think it might be a lion or on the top of the stick. And then it looks like two monkeys, if you can see that real good. Car faces on both sides of the stick. And I wasn't going to buy it at first because it had this creepy crawly dude on here. Polka dotted looking snake. But I'm surprised this stick can hold up because it's got like a hole punched through where they carve these faces out. But I did walk with this for a couple times, but I didn't put no tip on the bottom of it. And I'm trying to preserve this one as best I can because it's an antique. Now, this next stick came from another antique store. This one came from Grandday's Antiques in Burlington. This one came from an antique store in Mayberry, North Carolina. So me and my mom and dad went there to enjoy the fun they have up there all the time, like Mayberry Days or something. And we went to the antique store, and I looked around and found this. And it's so cool because it's got like a spiral design on it. I don't know if you can see it right there. All this black marking right here that's going constantly spiraling, swirling around the stick. Yeah. And then when I got down to the bottom of the stick right here, it actually has somebody's name on it. This is a very long stick, folks. I don't want to try to hit the window. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says William Love of Knoxville, Tennessee. And it's got, it might be 12, so it might be the 12th stick he worked on. So, hey, William Love, if you happen to be looking on YouTube, I got your stick. All right, this next walking stick I got from a thrift store that used to be in town. It's now an antique store. And once I saw it, I said I had to get it. It was one of them. Ow. It's thick wood. It might be some sort of oak, but it ain't stained or anything, but it feels like it was sanded. It never stained or cleaned off because I can still feel like a grittiness in some areas of the stick. Yeah, it's still kind of rough down there, but hey, it looks cool. Almost looks like a mountain man made this stick. And I love the knots in this stick. So imagine this stick was in the woods, in the ground, like this. You cut it down, boom, make a stick out of it. That is pretty neat. I kind of call this one my big wizard staff. And speaking of wizard staff, I got this one from my papa. Well, it actually came from his stepson. When my step-grandma passed away, he came up to the house and we got to talk, and I actually loved his cane. Now, he had one similar to this, but his was a tad bit smaller for cane use, and his was stained more lighter color. I said, I actually liked your stick, and he said, I'll get you one. I said, I don't want you to go through all that trouble. He said, no trouble. He knows the guy that made these. So he talked to him, and Papa said he'll pay for it, and he did. And I told him I'd pay him back. He said, no, it's yours. I said, oh, thank you. And the guy stained it in this nice dark color. I said, I kind of like that, actually. So sometimes I would pretend that this would be like my wizard cane staff, because when I'm standing with this thing, sometimes I can put my hand around like this and walk with it like a cane or like that. And his stepson said that I could cut it down right here and make it shorter for a cane. I said, I might think about doing it, but I said, nah, I like how it looks. So there's that one. And this one I bought over at a gift shop in Blowing Rock. We actually went to the Blowing Rock section where they said I think it was a Native American man jumped thinking that the wind would blow, like carry him away or something, but it didn't carry the spirit away. But yeah, that's a whole sad story right there to hear. But anyway, went to that rock, and then we looked around that little garden they had set up there, and then we went back to the gift shop, and I saw this stick I liked it, and I said I might as well get it. And it's got Blowing Rock on there on the tag. Now this one feels like it's made out of more like a branch to me, but like right in here, it almost feels like it wants to snap, but it ain't. But it's still sturdy. I did walk with this one a few times, and plus it's got the string. I can put my hand through it and hold on to it. Alrighty. I think I showed you all of the ones that I either purchased or got as gifts. Now I'm going to show you the ones that I hand painted myself, so let me grab those real quick. Alright, this is the first stick I ever painted, and it's a jack-o'-lantern stick. Now, or staff. Like I made in my previous video, and if you haven't watched it, I'll leave the link for this video as well. But anyway, basically, to cut it short, this thing went through 15 coats of paint and 3 themes. Christmas tree theme one, circus theme, and then this, Halloween. And I just stuck with the Halloween one. I thought that looked cooler. But then, my uncle found this on one of the job sites he was working on, like clearing out a house. Found this stick. And when I got it, it was like a light tan color, almost like the same color as this walking stick, which I'm going to get to after I get done talking about these real quick. And basically I said, it's already got that shape of like a crook, kind of. And originally I was going to cut this down to make it smooth, because it's got a, not sharp, but it's pointy right here. So every time I put my finger right there, it kind of digs into the skin. But it don't hurt as bad as if it was a pointy, sharp object. But anyway, but I said, nah, leave it. Gives me something to hold on to for grip. And I said, why not a candy cane? So I painted it red. Now, I did not have no white, so I just painted this section green and then, continued on. But then later on, I added the white stripes to it later. So there's that one. And then finally, this one I actually got from my dad's friend. He said he cut down a branch and he saved this one and another stick he was going to make for himself at his dad's place. So he gave me this as like a belated birthday present. I said, oh, thank you. And I painted it up with this nice blue. Oh, man, it really pops good on the camera. But anyway, and then gray, and then I added the white stripes. And it almost looks like another version of a candy cane, but winter. That's what I was trying to go for, like a winter staff. And for some odd reason, I put the tip down here on this side. And I should have put it up here, but I said, nah. I can use this stub that's sticking out for here as a thumb rest. Almost like a thumbstick. Now here's the other stick I was teasing a little bit ago. This one I got from Mass General Store years ago. Now, if you guys remember in my Mass General Store video, it was back in October. They had Christmas stuff out and everything. But anyway, I looked in the walking stick area and they did not have one like this anymore. So they discontinued this version and went with something else. And also the guy put the tip on it for me. I said, thank you very much. It almost looks like they sharpened it with a big size pencil sharpener, kind of make it smooth. I like that, and I like how they stained it too. It's got like a cool grip to it. So this one I ain't selling. All right, I got 4 sticks right here. They're the same thing. They're wood spirits, and I think I'll start off with my parents' sticks first. This one right here was my dad's, and they don't walk with this stuff anymore. They just used it for like home decor purposes. They had it in the corner section, but then it started getting cobwebs and stuff, and I said I'll take them, so I moved them in my room. And here's my mom's. Now the man who made these was my great uncle, and my mom told me stories that he actually had a big giant version of this, like a totem pole version, outside of his yard. And she said it would be probably taller than me. I was like, oh, golly. That guy was talented, I tell you. All right, let me put these down so I can show you these other 2. All right, this one was mine because it was shorter. And it's more like a cane to me now since I'm bigger. But I only walked outside for exercise with this probably a few times now. But I didn't want to go out there and ruin it, so I just left it inside. And plus, it did not have no tip. This one, and I did walk with one of my parents' sticks too. It was my mom's stick. It's got a tip on it. And then finally, I got this one, and this one's my papa's stick that my great uncle gave to him. we went to go visit him one night, and he just pulled this out of his storage closet. He said, I don't have no use for it, and you collect them. So I said, yes, sir, I do. I told him, thank you. He said, no problem. I said, this is a nice family heirloom to hold on to. Okay, dokie. I think I narrowed it down to all the sticks. Now let's get to the walking canes. So hold on tightly. All right, now we're down to the walking canes that I have. So let's start off with this guy. My Bubba stick. And I picked this one up over at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I think they still sell them. So if you find one, grab them. I think they're only like 20 bucks. Made in Texas by Texans. My Cold Steel walkabout stick. This is the first Cold Steel walking stick I ever bought. Bought it off of Amazon. And it came in like this big, large, rectangular box and didn't have no hardly padding in it. It was just wrapped in plastic. So I'm glad it didn't come broke. But it's sturdy. And then the next Cold Steel cane I bought from handtools.com, which I think they discontinued these, but it's the Cold Steel Tension. I really love the design of this cane when Cold Steel came out with it. That Steven Seagal helped design it. It was based off of his cane. Anyway, I'll leave the video for this one as well. So if you haven't checked out my full review, go check it out. Then next would be one of my new favorite canes. Is this black tourist cane. Found this at a Goodwill that me and Mama were on a thrifting adventure, and we came across this Goodwill over in Mebane, and they had this in like the bins with all the medical walking aids and stuff. And I said, "Oh Lord, it actually is for my size." So I grabbed it. I said, if I didn't go back and get it, you know, somebody would have bought it by now. And somebody told me down in the comments in that video, when I did a review on this one, that it might have been made for somebody my height, like specially made. I said, yeah, I'm glad they got it made, because if not, they wouldn't have donated it, or I wouldn't have found it. Anyway, finally, is this one. My wood car spiral cane that I picked up over at an antique store in Dillsboro, North Carolina. And it was just sitting on the front porch. I said, I don't think I'll never see another one like this again, so I just went ahead and bought it. So, hope you guys enjoyed my updated walking stick collection. Boy, that was a lot of them to go through. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more walking stick content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. I say that's a wrap. Have a nice day, buddy.